Okay, let's just get right into it. You are not your portfolio. Seriously, read that again. If your mood swings up and down with your P&L statement, you are letting the market grade your identity. And today, yeah, we're gonna fix that. Here's how. We're gonna install a 2-scorecard system. Over on the left, you've got the Market Scorecard. You know what that is. It's those flickering numbers. It's the noise. It's the total chaos you can't control. But on the right, that's your Self Scorecard. It's steady. It's controllable. It's the signal in all that noise, and from now on, it's the only one that actually matters. And this, right here, is the heart of the problem. When you tie your self-worth to those flickering red and green numbers, you're literally strapping yourself into an emotional roller coaster you can't steer. You're giving all your power away, or here to take it back. And then, inevitably, this happens. This is exactly why so many incredibly smart, high-achieving people completely flame out when it comes to investing. It has nothing to do with intelligence. It's because your ego gets welded to your performance. So every single dip, every correction, it feels personal. It feels like you failed. So we are going to sever the connection between your identity and your P&L, and we're going to reattach it to your process. So here it is. This is the big shift. From this moment on, this is the only question that matters. It's not, did I make money? It's not, was I right? It's just a simple, clean yes or no. Did we follow our rules? If the answer is yes, you won. I don't care what the market did that day, you won. So how do we build this thing, this new scorecard? Well, it all starts with a simple one-page plan. It's called an investment policy statement, or an IPS. Just think of it as your personal investing constitution. In your entire plan, the whole thing fits on 5 lines. That's it. First, your baseline. This is your core mix of stocks and bonds. Super simple. Second, your tilt. This is your small, fun account, and you've got to cap it at 10%. Third, your filters. This is just a hard no list, things you've decided you will not invest in. Fourth, tripwires. These are the triggers that force you to take action. And finally, your rebalance rule, which just says how often you're going to check in. And you have to remember this. A 20-page plan is completely useless because nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to read it in a panic. Keeping it to 1 page forces you to be clear, and that clarity is what leads to action. Okay, next part, we're going to make your core strategy completely automatic. The goal here is to build a set it and forget it backbone for your portfolio that removes the biggest risk factor, which is you and your temptations. And look how simple this is. 4 steps. You can do this in the next 20 minutes. Open your account, set up a recurring transfer for every single payday, tell the system to automatically invest that money into your baseline funds. Schedule the buys, hit confirm, you're done. And hey, while you're at it, please do these 3 things. I'm serious. Turn off the push alerts from your brokerage app. They are literally designed to make you panic. Then rename your fun account to Sandbox, max 10%, just to remind you what it's for. And finally, hide any of those widgets on your phone that show you your daily performance. Your brain will thank you, I promise. Because at the end of the day, this is what wins. Not trying to outsmart the market, not trying to time every little dip and peak. Just boring, relentless, automated consistency. That's the secret sauce. All right, now for the really cool part. This is how you protect yourself from your own worst enemy, you, in a moment of panic or greed. Let's talk about your behavioral seatbelts. Okay, first up, tripwires. A tripwire is a non-negotiable rule that you set when you are calm and rational, and it forces you to take a specific action when things get emotional. You decide the rule in advance, so you literally don't have to think in the heat of the moment, and there are no exceptions. Ever. This is the perfect way to think about it, right? When you're careening down the highway and you hit a patch of ice, you don't start debating the physics of a seatbelt. You're just glad it's there. That's what a tripwire does for your portfolio. It just saves you. You don't argue with it. Now, for your little Sandbox account, you need a decision log. It's simple. Before you make any trade in there, you fill out a little card. What's your idea? How much are you buying? And most importantly, what's your rule for getting out? This one simple act of writing it down beforehand defeats our natural tendency to just make up reasons for our decisions after the fact. And when you look back at that trade later on, what's the only grade you give yourself? It's not about whether you won or lost money. It's just this. Followed plan, yes or no. This keeps your focus 100% on your process, not the random outcome. So what does your new, much calmer financial life look like?
It follows a schedule, not your feelings. Once a month, you review your cash flow just to make sure the automation's working. You review your portfolio only once a quarter. And on those wild market days, whether it's way up or way down, you do nothing. You do not check your account.
Now, when that quarterly review day finally comes around, you are looking for one single, boring number: drift. How far have your investments drifted away from your targets? That's it. No crystal balls, no economic forecasts, just the drift percentage.
So let's recap the entire system. It's basically 3 ideas. 1, you use 2 scorecards, but you only grade yourself on the one you actually control, your rules. 2, you create a super simple 1-page plan and then you automate the heck out of it. And 3, you build behavioral moats like tripwires and a decision log to protect you from yourself.
Okay, so here's your mission for today. 3 simple actions. First, write down your 5-line IPS. Second, log into your brokerage account and set up the automation. And third, go rename that speculative account to Sandbox. That is it. You can do this in the next 30 minutes.
If this helped quiet down your investing brain at all, hitting like really helps other people find this relief too. And I'm curious, what's one filter you're going to add to your no list? Drop it in the comments below. And make sure you subscribe, because next time we're going to dig into the dead simple math behind rebalancing.
So let's just end where we began. You are not your portfolio's performance. You are the quality of your process. I'll see you next time.